Hello and welcome to another weekly wrap-up live stream here on the Firearm Freedom YouTube channel. What is going on, guys? I feel like my camera's a bit too high here, so bear with me. You guys know when this stuff is live, it's kind of a little bit more raw. You guys get to see the behind-the-scenes editing, right, of slowly, getting everything situated. Second time in a row we're doing this weekly wrap-up video live, and I really do enjoy it. If you guys didn't get to catch the last one, you can watch that on my channel now, but these are going to be shorter live streams. They're going to be every Friday, and they are going to be a different time every Friday. It will be kind of a reoccurring theme, reoccurring schedule, and hopefully this will be a bit better for some people. Of course, earlier in the day on Friday, I know a lot of people are probably going to be at work right now, but I figured some of you might be able to catch it live. The times are typically going to be either at 4:30, 5:30, or 7:30, and it's going to essentially repeat that. So it'll be 4:30 this week, 5:30 next week, 7:30, and then back again. And that's because of my work schedule, and I figured, you know what, that also might be a good chance for others to be able to catch it live at different times during the day. These are going to be around 20 minutes in length. The last one, Achilles, what's up, buddy? I know who this is. What's going on, Chris? So I know the last one went a little bit long. This one should be around that 20-minute mark as promised. And that should help out a lot of you guys watching this after the fact. I know, I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, I said this in the last live stream. If I see a live stream that I wasn't watching live and it's over an hour long, I just don't even click on it. It's way too long for me to even try to get a lot of information. So being that these are around 20 minutes, it'll just be better. We're going to go over some different topics in this live stream, and as always, feel free to ask questions. That's the beauty of these live streams. If you guys have questions that weren't addressed in the last live stream, or you want me to address them now, or you have a question about a video I just posted, whatever, you can throw them down in the live chat down there, and I will answer them live. So I do appreciate you guys commenting and liking the video. All that stuff really helps me out. If you would like to help defeat the YouTube algorithms that suck so bad for content like mine, I'm not even going to say the word in hopes that this live stream doesn't get taken down, you can hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Once you ring the bell, it gives you a notification, or it should give you a notification whenever I post these videos. All that stuff helps me out. There's links down there and all that good stuff. While we are letting a few people get in here, I do want to do a quick little side note in these weekly wrap-ups. I can also show you guys pieces of kit or gear, optics, accessories that I have in on the channel, or things that I'm taking a look at. So for today's weekly wrap-up accessory that I found, I wanted to do a little gripe about this before we get into the other topic that I wanted to discuss. This is a SIG MSR optic, and I'm rather frustrated with it. So when it comes to this optic, I was using it for a good little bit. I really enjoyed it for a while until it broke on me, and more recently it broke. I've not had this for that long. I've had it for less than a year. I bought it. I don't have any affiliations with SIG or anything like that. I don't have this in for review. But it grinded me up a bit. So I had this on my 300 Blackout SBR, and you'll notice that the battery compartment is on the top portion of the optic there. Not a huge fan of that, and I think that aided to why it broke. So the rifle was in a padded range bag, okay, padded range bag. The rifle was turned around in the padded range bag so that the optic was on the bottom. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, why would you put the optic there? I get it. I understand. It should probably be the other way around. My point here is that an optic should not be damaged or break in a padded range bag. Now, I went to bring this setup to work. I was carrying along, my gun in the house, right? In the house, so it's nice flooring that's not hard cement or anything like that. And I lightly set the case down by the front door, and I went to take the gun out at work, and I noticed that my optic was totally starred out in the middle, and there was a halo around the whole outside of the optic, and it was totally broke. So the more that I twisted it to try to get back down to just turn it off, it wouldn't turn off, wouldn't get brighter, wouldn't get dimmer. And then I noticed, which I don't know that you guys are going to be able to tell this in this iPhone live stream video, but the little battery compartment here was like that. So that little drop in a padded range bag actually tilted the battery cap and broke it. That's it. Done. It's totally broken. It outlived the battery, and that's why it's off now, because it was just on and unable to be turned off. I even took some pliers, and at that point, because I was trying to just get the battery cap out after it was broken, but what must have happened is the threads actually got kind of like canted and locked into place in that position. So not great. Second week in a row here, guys, that I forgot to turn my damn dehumidifier off. So bear with me. Slight 20-second intermission. Hold on. All right, we are back. Second week in a row. Second week. That's not good. I'm trying, okay? I'm getting used to the live streaming again here, folks. So, yeah, the optic at this point, completely broken. I do have to send it back to SIG for some warranty repair. I haven't contacted them on that at all yet. I'm sure their warranty repair is fine. But I had to mention that because I feel like this is totally unacceptable for, I know it's, about $100 optic, but still, like, I've seen cheaper optics survive more than what this optic survived. So that to me is a little bit frustrating. Does SIG make all of their optics to this quality? No, that's not what I'm saying. But this particular optic, I think definitely the design needs to be rethought a little bit. And I think that's something that you're going to run into with the battery compartment being on the top of the optic. Not even just on the MSR, but on whatever optic you have. Having the battery compartment on the top, there's a chance that that's going to get hit and damaged, and there's probably more delicate things in the battery pack than there is in the outside body of the light if there was no battery pack there. So I don't know. Wanted to mention it. So that's my piece of gear here for the weekly wrap-up live streams. What is going on, guys? Good to see everybody. Yeah, Chris, yours is smoked in the battery compartment as well. Hollow Sun Master Race. Actually, I think Hollow Sun actually makes SIG's optics, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong there. So I'm not 100%. Don't crucify me for that, but I'm almost positive that Hollow Sun actually makes SIG's red dots for them. The main topic that I really wanted to get into in today's weekly wrap-up live stream, I decided that I would fill these with a little bit more, current events and mainly questions that I've been getting asked throughout the weeks working at the gun shop. So if I get a lot of calls on this, or if I get a lot of people coming in and asking about it, it gives me the idea that for whatever reason, at this point in time, there's a lot of people out and about that are curious about these questions. So I'll answer them here in the live stream and try to do my best. So this week, been getting a lot of questions about pistol braces. Mainly, where can I find one? Which one should I buy? Should I buy a pistol brace? And what's going on with the ATF? So those are the four main questions that I've been getting over and over again this week, and I don't know why. The reason why I'm not sure why these questions are coming in now is because we've been dealing with this for months, and it seems like randomly this week and the week previous, I've been getting more questions than usual about it. When it comes to the ATF and the pistol brace determination, a lot of people at this point probably already know and have probably already seen the news, but they have now pushed back the deadline of the new point system being totally approved by the DOJ to August of 2022. So we have a few months before that's getting approved. I find a lot of the regular everyday folks that are out and about have absolutely no idea what this is or what they should do, and they're a little confused as to why they can't find braces anywhere. So I've mentioned this in the past, but I'll mention it again here. At this point, essentially, distribution centers that carry, let's say, SB Tactical products or other brace companies have at this point pretty much canceled all open POs and other things for these products. Reason that they canceled them is because if this goes to August and all of a sudden this new point system determination thing becomes very official with the DOJ, a lot of people are going to lose interest in getting these braces, because if you put it on your gun, you would have to, according to the ATF, Form 1 it, pay $200, and now you have an SBR, so why would you use a brace? And they don't want to have all of this dead inventory worth thousands of dollars that now they have to send back. So a lot of these companies are, as far as distribution, are not buying braces right now, which is why you are not seeing braces in gun shops, and that's why you're not seeing braces on the shelves. You might find braces online. It all depends on who wants to take the gamble and buy them. Now, I've seen a lot more niche braces that are out there that are still out there, but for the vast majority of like SB Tactical stuff, it's getting a little bit hard to find. Now, I'm sure you could probably find it direct on the manufacturer's website. My thing, though, right now that I've been telling folks is I probably would not spend money on a brace at all right now. That is like the last thing that I would be spending money on, because when it comes to this whole thing, okay, when it comes to this whole thing, if you are keeping a brace, the brace in and of itself is trying to comply with the ATF, right? They're trying to be on the right side of the law with the brace. The ATF currently has the view that that's not on the right side of the law for like 9 out of the 10 braces that are out there. If you have the mindset, we're talking hypotheticals here, I'm not trying to get into issues. If you had the mindset of, well, I'm just going to keep the brace regardless of what the ATF says, because screw the ATF. I'm right on board with you. I get that. But when it comes to August, or if they get to the point where they approve this new determination, they will view that brace as a stock. So if you're of the mindset of, screw them, I'm keeping my brace regardless, they're viewing it as a stock. So why would you continue to keep a brace on the gun rather than a stock if they're viewing it the same way, one or another, and that is the stance that you're taking? It doesn't make much sense to me on why you would have an item that is uncomfortable in the shoulder, that is not good for stabilizing the gun overall, and is really not designed to do any of those things, and was only designed in the first place to fit the parameters around legality for the ATF. So at the end of the day, it doesn't make much sense to me as to why a lot of folks are spending, $200 to $300 right now. I mean, if you've already spent money on a brace previously, I understand that. But I'm saying I would not search far and wide and pay price gouge. I've seen people price gouging over braces right now. Guys, it's a brace. They're at this point in time, there's no more comment period. It's not looking good as far as their determination. The ATF seems to be going headstrong because they're really a shit agency all the way around in not caring what the comments said or reading any of them. So it appears that nothing is going to stop them unless they just continually push back their determination. So again, look at what you're spending your money on. It doesn't make sense. So it's killing me right now to see a lot of people like spend hundreds of dollars and spend price gouging prices on a brace when in a few months from now they are going to consider that brace the same as a stock. So the logic there just doesn't really make sense. And you know, I've made a ton of videos about NFA. If your plan is to Form 1 something, then again, we've now looked at you're going to go this route and you're going to keep everything and say screw you. The other route of you want to Form 1 something, then again, even spending money on a brace right now rather than, so you spend money on a brace right now to have it on your pistol until you Form 1 it. It doesn't make any sense, because if you want to go the route of the Form 1, this isn't going to be a video on what is right or wrong or what my thoughts are on either one. At this point, the price of some of the braces are more than the stock and the tax stamp combined. My Scorpion is a Form 1 SBR. This process had nothing to do with that. That was a plan and a project for the firearm freedom stuff for a very long time. Just to see the differences, I was looking at the prices of the brace options that are out there for the Scorpion and also the stock options. And actually, the stock option with the tax stamp was $150 cheaper than the brace options, which the ATF is going to consider a stock anyways here probably very, very soon. So this stuff to me, again, I don't understand where people's mindset is at right now with braces. I think we unfortunately get caught up in these are going to be restricted, so we need to buy them, and 99% of the time that is the case. This is that 1% of the time where it's kind of like, this brace, we were trying to play by your rules, and now you're saying it doesn't work. So for some reason, people are like, we should buy more of these. But it's like, I don't understand why you're buying more of these, because logic. Come on, guys. True. Why hold on to a brace when it will magically manufacture itself into a shitty stock in a few months? That's exactly the point I'm trying to make. I'm not invalidating your point of screw them, I'm keeping my property. I get that. My point to you is, why keep the shitty stock over the good stock if it's considered the same thing? I don't understand. So, we'll see. Make sure you boycott every company that has already stopped their brace products and sales. The last thing anyone should support is a coward organization who take options from you that no laws exist for. Well, I totally understand your point. The one thing, though, is that a lot of the companies aren't the ones refusing to sell the braces. It's distribution. And unfortunately, there's not really a way to boycott via no sales to a distribution chain, because the only way to do that would be to be a gun shop no longer using them as distribution. And unfortunately, there's only a select few distributors out there that are the really, really big ones. Thank you so much, man. Oh, Chris, that's you. Chris, you didn't have to give me $4, man. I appreciate that. Or $5. Chris, you did not. You just helped me with my computer, dude. What are you doing giving me $5? I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Wait, you guys have been using braces? Yes. Yeah, that is the comment to make. So yeah, there's Steven, it's a really it's really hard to even boycott the distribution. And actually, I think, don't quote me on this, I don't have any hard facts to this. This is what we've heard through distribution chains, that actually it's the companies that manufacture the braces that are pulling their POs. So it's actually not even the distribution. So that boycotting doesn't necessarily work as well in this case, because you may have to actually boycott the brace companies themselves. Now, from a business standpoint, it seems that they're making this the stance they want to take, not as much political, but for the fact that if we, again, I'm not saying this is right or wrong, this is just what they're doing. If we put out all the braces, right? If we sell a company $100,000 worth of inventory, and then the company comes back to us after August and they say, hey, we can't sell any of these because everyone's putting stocks on their guns, Form 1 or not. But regardless, no one's buying these braces, because why would we buy the braces right now? So, we want to send these back to you. Now all these brace companies have to deal with open POs and refunding all of this money. That at this point they almost so that's behind the scenes. That's the dilemma that I believe is going on right now with these companies. I have not talked to any of these companies directly, so I can't tell you guys that 100%, but that's what I believe is going on from inside sources in the industry. Let's see here. Ryan, what's up, buddy? Nick, someone paid $177 for my SB triangle brace on Gunbroker this week. I paid $109 from Midway last year when they were liquidating them. Dude, I have been seeing that time and time again, and it's blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind. It's good for you for selling that. It's blowing my mind that people are buying it. It's no offense to you. I just can't. Why? Why are people buying a brace at above market value when they're going to more, like, we're talking probably above 90% at this point, or currently do consider it a stock? So again, the logic of a brace is I'm going to try to keep my gun on the right side of the law. That's the logic of the brace, right? So if they're not considering that the right side of the law, why would you still continue to operate off like, okay, I know they're not considering it the right side of the law, but I'm still going to pay above market value to put this brace on my gun that's not as good as a stock? I don't get it. Loosely based off Greek mythology. I was considering getting a PSA Romanian AK. Any experience with them? Absolutely. I know a lot of people just, when I do these live streams, I don't know if YouTube does it or what, but a lot of folks come for the live streams and don't watch the actual edited tabletop reviews. I do reviews, and I actually just did one on the GF5R, the Romanian GF5 kit build that PSA did. It's a few videos back. I did it a few weeks ago. Absolutely love the AK. Check out the video, and I really, really enjoyed it, but I got all the information for that in there. Guys, I'm going to start wrapping up the live stream now. I got to reel myself in, okay? These 20, 25-minute live streams, it'll all be up to if I can reel myself in enough. I love talking to you guys live, but the people that watch this after the fact love that it's between 20 and 25 minutes. So I gotta work on that. Last few questions. If you guys have any, I got about a minute left here. Then we're going to be ending up this wrap up. Those are badass. I totally agree. Be honest. If Cheaper Than Dirt offered to sponsor the channel and provide all ammo used in a video, would you do it and give the promo commercial for them at the beginning of every video? Doc, I can say with 100% certainty that I would not. So, At this point, if you guys knew in the last live stream, I am currently securing some sponsorships for the channel. It's rather hush-hush at the moment, but I do have one sponsorship at the moment that it appears to be secure. Secure enough that I feel confident to tell you guys that one is most definitely happening. Another one, we're unsure yet, but it's looking good. With these companies, there are companies that I still, think are cool, or companies that are, one, willing to work with me, and then also that I don't think have that poor of a product to offer. I have, full disclosure, been approached by companies before, very recently, about doing sponsorships, and I have declined multiple. So at this point, I'm still very picky about what companies I'm working with, and I really have a few companies in mind that I want to work with. I'm sure that companies down the line will be a little bit more mainstream at some point in time that other companies have worked with as well, that other channels have worked with. But I actually do have a few companies in the works that I know that no other YouTubers at this point in time have worked with, and that's really what interests me a lot, is the fact of helping these companies get the word out, because I love their stuff, and then also helping the channel and helping you guys. So you're going to see everything here on the channel in the way of sponsors. You guys are going to see companies that have sponsored other channels, of course, and then you're also going to see companies that have not worked with anyone. So I'm very excited about both of those things, and this will take the channel to a new level, a totally new level as far as reviews. So I can't tell you guys how thankful I am that you guys have followed along on this crazy, crazy journey since back in 2016. So what state am I in? I'm in PA, originally from New York. But no, yeah, I will never get to a point on this channel, and I've said this to you guys since the very beginning, where I will drop my standards for a sponsor. It's just not going to happen. A company that is, crappy to people, as bad pricing, anti-Second Amendment, just all of that stuff, I'm not about personally working with. Not about it. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive of the sponsors. I really appreciate it. And for you guys, you're not going to see too much at all different on your end. You're going to see a 30-second sponsorship ad in the beginning of the video. Of course, if I am displaying a sponsor to you guys, it will dramatically make or break the future of the sponsorship if you guys help me by, letting them know that I sent you there, or that you're using one of my discount codes or something like that. All of that stuff is kind of a make it or break it thing. So of course I appreciate that support, but no pressure on your end. It's it's all good stuff happening. So all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this live up now for the second weekly wrap-up video. I'm going to be doing these every Friday. Next Friday should be at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Check out that description after the live stream posts. I'm going to post all the links down there and everything like that. Check out the other videos on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for more great videos to come soon.